As this unprecedented start to the 2020s continues, most countries are in and out of lockdown or new restrictions on people's movements. It's going to be some time before live events are fully back to normal, but you might think all these restrictions on people's movements would cause sales of classic and supercars to go off a cliff, but that simply hasn't been the case. While online art auctions have only generated a paltry 5% of sales compared to their live events a year ago, there's been much more movement in the world of automotive artworks. Our own Ferrari Daytona has found a new home, as has the Ferrari Dino, the rare chairs and flares car that was actually traded in against the Daytona. At the recent RM Sotheby's online auction featuring the Petit Jean collection, a record of 19.2 million euros was achieved. The star lots included a Porsche 935 recreation owned by a Monaco collector. It had no miles, a wild spec, and it was one of just 77 examples, and it changed hands for 1.32 million euros. Porsche was well represented in the sale, with the CTR2 from specialist tuning company Rough fetching a chunky 682,000 euros. It had a competition history including Pikes Peak hill climbs and 19 class wins, and it helped to cement Rough's legend by proving it would be reliable as well as super fast compared to Porsche's standard offerings. If you prefer understated elegance to outright performance, a pretty Aston Martin DB6 Volante was sold for 627,000 euros, with just 800 kilometers added since a full factory restoration. It also had some provenance because it had been delivered new to the president of the Campbell Soup Company. I assume the new owner will also acquire a suitable Andy Warhol painting to reflect the car's history. Any dictators from banana republics would appreciate the size, comfort and status inherent in a Mercedes Pullman 600. Suitably listed as belonging to a former president of the Ivory Coast, this immaculate example should avoid the streets of Monaco, especially that hairpin on the Grand Prix circuit where a 6-point turn would be needed to negotiate it. This giant 1967 car achieved 264,000 euros. If you saw Ian and I's recent video about how to buy a Lamborghini Countach, you'd appreciate the unrestored example sold here for 297,000 euros. Its first owner liked it so much he kept it for 30 years and put just 14,000 kilometers on the clock. Completely original and unrestored, it was sold by its second owner, a German collector who didn't even register it for the road. Rarities included an Apollo 5000 GT by Intermeccanica, which sold for 209,000, and a Lancia Stradale, which was bid up to 451,000 euros. One of my favourites, a 61 Fasselvega HK500, originally sold in New York before coming to Europe, went for 159,000. The message is clear. No global pandemic is going to end the love affair between man and motor car.